Greetings, salutations, and good now. I'm Kevis Major, doing it major, and welcome to another major grand rising. We're gonna do a little recap and try to just get up to speed with all of the astrological happenings, major events happening. So let's try to dive into it, get up to speed, and talk about what's happening today and a bit of what's happening this week. You see, it's not just a new week, but it's a new chapter in the astrological year. We are at that halfway point, the halfway house. We're into the Libra season, and so the energies are shifting in a profound way. It's a time for rebalancing, recalibration, and also reclaiming your power. So over the next few moments, again, we're going to talk about some planetary events, some aspects, and try to see the wisdom that's woven into this week. And again, Kevis Major here to help you navigate this in a major way. All right, so let's talk about the eclipse that happened. We didn't only have a partial eclipse, but we had a partial eclipse during a new moon. So we're talking about new beginnings, but new beginnings that are fated. This one happened in Virgo, so mutable earth, being mutable, changeable, adaptable, being versatile when it comes to finding different ways of stability and organization and structure. So this is about the details, this is about your health, this is about your routines, how you organize, and also your service to others. A non-negotiable push by the universe for you to end bad habits and bad patterns and establish a more stable and grounded foundation for the next 6 months of the year. So if you felt like you're being forced to end all habits and patterns, that is why. Monday, the 22nd, right? Well, early today, we had Mars enter in Scorpio. This is the sign of action going into its home sign. Fixed water, being fixated, being persistent, being resilient, being determined in your emotional stance and taking power and control over your situations, and going through deep transformations in order to attain what you want. So this energy is quite intense, quite strategic, and quite transformative. While Mars was in Libra, it was all about harmonious action. But now that Mars is in Scorpio, it's a lot more forceful. We need to penetrate the surface and get down into the deep guts of our desires and what we truly, truly want. And so our actions are fueled by passion, Mars, intuition, water, and also a bit of Pluto, which is that deep transformative energy. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to have this deep need to go after what we truly, truly want, and not just what's convenient, not just what's easy, or not just like low-hanging fruit. And finally today, the sun is making a grand entrance into Libra, and this marks the beginning of the fall season. So go Libra, go Libra, go Libra, go Libra. The sun is our purpose, our vitality, and Libra is a cardinal air sign, initiating and creating new ways of thinking, processing information, relating, partnerships, communicating, and all of that eerie goodness. Libra is not just about balance, but it's about initiating the balance. So going forward, we're moving from that earth-based Virgo work into air, rational, the rational work of Libra. So it's a time to focus on relationships, partnerships, harmony, beauty, and finding the equilibrium between what you want and what others want. Carrying the energy of the Virgo energy. So whatever you're thinking about when it comes to this Libra energy needs to fit into your services, your routine, healthy lifestyle, and all of that Virgo stuff. Like everything is blending at this point in time, even though our focus is going into the Libra season. All right, that's as much time as I have for now. I hope you guys find that helpful and useful. Major farewell until we meet or greet again. Happy Libra season. Shout out to all of the Libras who are celebrating today and who are going to be celebrating this season. I wanted to do a weekly forecast, but like I said, the time doesn't permit. But every day we're going to try to do a grand rising video to stay up to date with what's happening. Let's just kind of look forward quickly and see what's going to be happening tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow there's going to be a tricky opposition between the Sun in Libra and Neptune in Aries. This could make things a bit foggy. You see, Libra is all about diplomacy and being solution based, finding solutions to the problems. But Neptune is a bit dreamy, a bit elusive, and a bit fiery energy. Is about visions and imagination and fantasy and your best wishes if you were living in some sort of ideal world. So there's going to be a direct opposition between what's logical and what's your fantasy. And this could give or create a sort of ungrounded feeling or just, overall confusion. This aspect is not good. It's a bit draining. It leads to a lack of clarity, and low energy when it comes to your relationships, your partnerships, and even your life direction. So we need to be careful with what we do today leading into tomorrow. We don't need to be forcing any decisions. Everything needs to not be perfect, but fit into a healthy lifestyle. Virgo energy. Remember, we just came out of the Virgo season, so we were working on our routines and our health and our, day-to-day patterns. And so these things need to fit not seamlessly but cohesively. This is not a time to force any decisions. We need to surrender to what we're feeling, because Mars is in Scorpio, so our intuition and what we feel also drives what we're doing at the moment. There's also a beautiful lifeline that the universe is going to be offering us. Sun is going to trine Uranus, trine Gemini, trine Uranus in Gemini. Sorry, I'm all over the place now. Now I'm talking about this mutable ear aspect, but this is a breath of fresh air. Honestly, we could expect unexpected breakthroughs. That's like a paradox, but our creative insight is going to bleed out at this moment. Creativity flows with these sort of alignments, so we need to lean into our creativity, our uniqueness, our individuality, and just our personal and new evolved perspectives that we are kind of conjuring up, and lean into the unexpected invitations that your curiosity is going to allow you to explore at this moment in time. Anyway, I'm gonna start rambling and leave you guys to process all of this. Let me know down in the comments below how you're feeling about Sun in Libra and all of these energies that are happening, and just anything that's happening in the world. Again, I hope you find this helpful and useful. Major farewell until we meet and greet again. I'm Kevis Major, signing out, doing it major.